Melody Shari is living in her soft life, self-love era, and she's not checking for losers anymore. The woman who once gave her all to people who didn't deserve her energy has finally learned that peace and power come from within. Melody isn't waiting for flowers validation or apologies. She's buying her own roses, loving herself loudly, and walking into every room like the queen she's always been. Every picture she posts, every move she makes, screams independence and confidence. The glow on her face isn't makeup, it's healing, growth, and freedom. The internet can't stop talking about her because she's moving like a woman who's done explaining her worth for years. Melody was underestimated. People thought heartbreak would break her, but instead, it built her. She faced betrayal, lies, and public humiliation, yet somehow she came out shining brighter than ever. That's what makes her story powerful. She transformed. She turned her pain into purpose, her tears into trophies, and her heartbreak into motivation. Melody Shari is proof that when a woman finds her peace, no one can shake her spirit. The way she carries herself now says everything: classy, unbothered, and unstoppable. She's no longer chasing anyone's approval because she already knows who she is. Melody is focused on her kids, her business, her music, and her growth. She's not in competition with anyone. She's creating her own lane. Every time she steps out, it's giving "I'm the prize" energy. And let's be honest, she is. The people who once doubted her now watch her from afar, wishing they'd treated her better. But she's not looking back. Melody doesn't need to clap back because her success already does it for her. Silence became her power, and success became her revenge. Fans have noticed Melody embracing a new kind of peace self-care days, spa visits, fresh flowers, and quiet confidence. She's showing every woman watching that you don't have to wait for someone else to love you. You can be the one to celebrate yourself. That's what real independence looks like. Melody is proving that being alone doesn't mean being lonely, it means being free. She's glowing differently now because she's healed differently. Her energy is soft, yet strong. She's not fighting battles anymore, she's walking in victory. And while she's out here shining, the ones who fumbled her are struggling to keep up. The same people who once tried to break her are now watching her rise with nothing but grace. Melody isn't bitter, she's better. She doesn't gossip, she doesn't beg for attention, she doesn't engage in drama. She's too busy being blessed. That's what happens when you stop focusing on people who don't deserve you, you elevate. Melody's elevation is silent, but the results are loud. Her journey is a masterclass in transformation. She went from pain to power, from chaos to calm, from surviving to thriving. Melody is teaching women everywhere that you can rebuild your life after betrayal. And you can love yourself so deeply that no one's opinion can shake your confidence. She's not out here seeking validation, she's living proof that peace is the new luxury. Every rose she buys is a reminder that she doesn't need anyone to complete her happiness. She's her own peace, her own provider, and her own protector. Fans are constantly asking if Melody will ever open her heart again, but she's in no rush. When you're at peace, you don't chase love, you attract it naturally. She's protecting her energy, her space, and her joy. Melody knows that not everyone deserves access to her anymore. She's done entertaining half-love and empty promises. Her focus is on her children, her brand, her legacy, and her healing. She's building a foundation so solid that no rumor, no shade, no negativity can shake it. Melody's story is bigger than fame. It's about faith. It's about how a woman can lose everything and still find herself. She's a walking testimony that peace after pain is possible. She didn't let heartbreak make her hard. She let it make her wise. She still smiles, still loves, still glows, and that's what confuses her haters the most. They don't understand how she keeps winning without getting messy. But Melody doesn't need to play dirty. Her peace is her clapback, and her success is her statement. In a world full of noise, Melody has mastered the art of silence. She doesn't explain, she doesn't argue, she just moves differently. And that's why her energy feels so expensive now. It can't be bought or borrowed. Every win, every smile, every flower she buys is a symbol of her independence. She's not waiting for love. She's living in it. She loves herself, her kids, her purpose, and her peace. And that's exactly why she keeps attracting blessings. So let's give Melody her flowers, literally and figuratively, because she's earned them. After everything she's faced, she stands taller, stronger, and softer than ever. The glow you see isn't luck, it's the result of choosing herself every single day. She's not chasing fame or validation. She's chasing freedom. And baby, she's found it. Melody Shari ain't checking for losers anymore. She's too busy buying her own roses, building her empire, and blooming beautifully right in front of everyone who once doubted her. Because queens don't beg for crowns, they already wear them. Melody's rise isn't just about fame, it's about reclaiming power. Every time she smiles, every time she posts, every time she steps out glowing and unbothered. It's a silent message to everyone who ever tried to dim her light. You failed. Melody Shari has mastered the art of turning pain into passion, and that's why the world can't stop watching her. She's living proof that the best revenge is peace. No shouting matches, no online rants, no desperate explanations, just quiet wins and undeniable success. When you look at her now, you can tell she's walking in purpose. Everything about her energy says she's healed, focused, and unstoppable. And let's not forget how much she's accomplished while staying true to herself. Melody didn't just rebuild, she reinvented. From her music career to her business ventures, she's out here making moves that her doubters never saw coming. While they're still gossiping, she's still growing. While they're talking about her, she's signing contracts. That's the difference between someone who lives in drama and someone who lives in destiny. Melody knows that energy is expensive, and she's only investing hers in things that bring her peace and prosperity. You can feel that power in the way she carries herself now. She doesn't need to prove a point because she is the point. Every word she speaks drips with confidence and wisdom. She's not bitter about her past anymore. She's grateful for it because it made her who she is today. The woman we see now is calm, composed, and glowing like never before. Melody Shari has entered a level of grace that only comes from surviving storms meant to destroy you. And now that she's through it, she's not looking back, not even for a second. Her fans can see the transformation too. Social media has been flooded with love and support from people who watched her journey from heartbreak to healing. They call her a role model, a survivor, and a living example of what self-respect looks like. And she deserves every bit of that praise. Melody didn't let the negativity break her spirit. She kept her head high when everything around her tried to pull her down. That's what makes her story so relatable, because every woman watching has been through something. But not every woman bounces back like this. Melody did. Now she's walking in rooms she once dreamed about, signing deals she once prayed for, and living the life she always deserved. The glow isn't just physical, it's spiritual. Melody Shari is a woman who knows that peace is power and self-love is wealth. She's the definition of what happens when you stop settling for less and start demanding more. Her story is inspiring women everywhere to stop waiting for someone else to love them, right? And start loving themselves fiercely. Because the moment you do that, everything changes. And here's what makes Melody truly special. She's not out here acting like she's perfect. She's open about the fact that healing takes time and growth isn't always pretty. She's real about her journey, honest about her struggles, and transparent about her wins. That's why people connect with her, because she's authentic. She's not pretending. She's just becoming, and that authenticity is what separates her from the rest. Melody's story isn't a fairy tale, it's a testimony. She's showing everyone that sometimes the best thing you can do after heartbreak is rebuild yourself quietly and let your glow speak for you. Melody is teaching that silence doesn't mean weakness, it means strength. That peace doesn't mean boredom, it means power. That buying your own roses isn't sad, it's sacred. It's about honoring yourself enough to say, I don't need anyone to complete me. I am complete. And that's exactly what Melody Shari represents right now. A woman who has finally realized she's the prize. When she walks into a room, she doesn't need attention. Attention naturally finds her. When she posts online, she doesn't need to say much. Her presence says it all. She's in her peace era, and that's what makes her unstoppable. Melody has learned to love herself so much that losing anyone no longer shakes her. That's the type of strength that can't be faked.